Cameron was saying that, they lost in the first round, and that feeling, either
it
build from it or
or just sink. And that's what Coach Randy was really wanting to get to us, and I think it did get to us, because without that little kick, I think we would have been so big-headed, because we know we're a good team, and I know we don't like to say anything about it, but I think that really burst our bubbles and brought us back down to reality, because, coming off all of that high at the end of the season, like tying for first and like beating all these big teams by like 10, 11, I think everybody was just like, they're just so hyped, and we needed something to just bring us back.
Konawana pushes you guys. They're up 7-4.
Gosh.
You guys normally will score 8, 10, 12 runs. So do you guys talk about, let's just stay focused, we're going to score runs, or is there a little bit of panic? What was that game like?
Oh, there was a lot of panic. I don't know what happened that game. For myself, it was just like, I don't know. I know there was a lot of panic though. That last inning came up. That guy has a nice. I think we were just we were riding really high because of the past 2 games, and we didn't really take Konawana seriously. But I mean, we were serious, but not really serious.
You think so? I thought they just hit, they hit 3 home runs.
And that was just,
they have two legit hitters.
Yeah.
Those 2 girls, that's a freshman and a sophomore, Grace, and what's the other one's name? Oh, Medeiros. Yeah, they're bashers. So they got their hits.
They did.
And then Sierra kind of stayed with it, and she kept you in the game. And you guys got your runs in the final inning. So.
Oh my gosh, the final inning, that was killer for me. I don't know. I struck out in that last inning.
Yeah, so you struck out. I remember asking about it, but then the thing.
Yeah, when I struck out, I remember walking to the dugout, and I was thinking like, like you should have done this, or that would have happened. I was so down on myself, but my coaches and my team were like, oh, don't worry about it. And I don't know, magically out of nowhere, like my team comes out and it was like kicking ass, and I was like, what? And it felt good to know that my team caught me there, because like I hit a home run, but and then I struck out, and I don't normally like strike out in my mind, and I don't know what was wrong with me, but that was a really upsetting moment. That I told myself, like, you just can't do this to yourself right now. But yeah, I think I was really thankful for my team.
So I think you needed that one game that was tight, and it showed, like, I think a lot of people from St. Francis said this is the character of our program. All the sports, the kids just don't give up. Volleyball, boys volleyball, we were down 2-0, they came back to beat Kabul. So there's something about a small school and taking pride and being tough.
Our coaches really emphasize on heart. That's one thing.
Then you came out the next day against Command Big Eye, which is one of the hottest teams. Really, with pitching, hitting, fielding, and you guys TKO'd them. That was a really good team.
Yeah, that game was, I think that's where all of our past was let out, from like being hurt, from losing and not really making it every year. I think that's where we just finally let it out and just showed everybody the team that we are. And that was really good.
And you're the D2 champs. And it's interesting, if Puno had beaten Lelehoa in the final,
it would have been an ILH take.
And it would be a legitimate claim to, look, we tied Puno during the season. We actually beat them twice. That would have been a pretty good claim to be, St. Francis, even now, I think Lelehoa and St. Francis, I would pay for watch that game.
Man, I think we'd have to really work for that game.
I know it's still fresh, and you're still at school, but what do you think about Coach Randy, the coaching staff, all your seniors?
Coach Randy and the coaching staff. I love Coach Randy. I've been with that guy for 4 years. And every year has been nothing but like a good time. The coaching staff, they changed over the years, but each and every one of those coaches I've had throughout my 4 years made a really big impact. They're very inspirational to the team. They're just, I don't know how to say it. I know they made a really tight bond with the girls, and that's why we trusted Coach Randy, we trusted the coaches, and I think that's really what brought our team together, was buying into the program and trusting them that they know what they're doing. And so we're just gonna give it our all. But yeah.